Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got a very exciting video for all you coin enthusiasts and collectors. We're diving deep into the history and value of a coin that could be worth a fortune, the 1952 Lincoln penny. Yes, that's right, this tiny coin could be worth millions. Make sure you stick around to find out why. Let's start with a little history. The 1952 Lincoln penny was minted in San Francisco, and part of the classic Lincoln Wheat penny series that ran from 1909 to 1958. These pennies have become highly sought after by collectors due to their historical significance and, in some cases, their rarity. The S mint mark means it was produced at the San Francisco Mint, which often had smaller mintages compared to the Philadelphia and Denver mints. In 1952, around 137 million pennies were struck at the San Francisco Mint, making it relatively common. But what makes some of these pennies worth a fortune? Now, not every 1952 penny is worth millions, but certain factors can make this penny incredibly valuable. The key things collectors look for are, coins in mint state, or uncirculated condition, can fetch higher prices. The fewer the scratches and the better the luster, the more valuable it is. Coins with mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, can be extremely rare. These errors make certain 1952 pennies worth thousands, and even potentially millions of dollars. The scarcity of a particular coin in top condition also boosts its value. Though millions were minted, finding a high-grade 1952 penny with a unique error or flawless quality is rare. Now, you might be wondering, has anyone really sold a 1952 penny for millions? The answer is yes, high-grade examples and error coins have fetched impressive amounts at auctions. Take, for example, a near-perfect mint state 67 1952 Lincoln penny that was sold at auction for over $12,000. And if you're lucky enough to have one with a major error or in pristine condition, that value can skyrocket even higher. So, how can you tell if the 1952 penny in your collection is worth millions? Here are a few steps to take. Look at the wear and tear. The less worn your penny is, the better. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for any doubling on the date, mint mark, or other parts of the design. Consider sending your penny to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade. This can significantly increase its value at auction. If you've discovered you have a rare and valuable 1952 penny, here's how to make sure you get the most for it. Take your coin to a reputable dealer or auction house to get an expert opinion. Rare coins often fetch higher prices at auctions, where collectors will bid against each other. Be cautious of buyers offering low prices. Do your research and don't rush to sell. So, do you have a 1952 Lincoln penny lying around? Check your collection today, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. Remember, condition and rarity are key, so don't underestimate that small copper coin. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe for more exciting coin-related content. And let us know in the comments, what rare coins do you have in your collection? We're talking about a humble little coin that could be hiding a fortune in your pocket change, the 1964 Lincoln penny. That's right, this penny could be worth millions of dollars. Stick around to find out what makes this coin so special, how to identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay so much for it. The Lincoln penny has been an iconic part of American currency since it was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1964 penny was minted in Denver and is made primarily of copper. Over 3.8 billion pennies were struck in 1964, so what could possibly make one of these coins worth millions? Well, that's where things get interesting. It's not just any 1964 penny that's valuable. The million-dollar value comes from extremely rare errors or variants, which collectors are always on the hunt for. There are several factors that can skyrocket the value of a 1964 penny. First, minting errors can make a coin incredibly rare. Things like double strikes, off-center strikes, or a missing mint mark can add tremendous value. Collectors love these unique mistakes because they are one of a kind. But that's not all. The condition of the coin is key. Coins graded by professional agencies like PCGS or NGC that are in mint or near mint condition, especially if they are an MS-67 grade or higher, can be worth thousands or even millions. That's why preserving your coins properly is so important. One of the rarest versions of the 1964 D penny is the so-called D over D repunched mint mark error. This happens when the Denver mint mark, the D, was struck twice, but slightly misaligned, creating a doubled appearance. This error is highly sought after by collectors. Another thing to look out for is any off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing. These can also increase the coin's value dramatically, especially in higher grade conditions. So, how can you tell if your 1964 D penny is worth a fortune? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for signs of minting errors, especially around the mint mark and edges. If you spot any unusual features, you might want to get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS. Once graded, the value of your coin depends on its rarity and condition. If you've got a 1964 D penny in mint condition with an error, you could be holding $1 million coin. In fact, some rare 1964 D Lincoln pennies have sold at auctions for staggering prices. In recent years, error coins and those in pristine condition have fetched tens of thousands of dollars. While there hasn't been a confirmed $1 million sale of a 1964 D penny yet, experts believe that such a find is entirely possible. So, if you find a 1964 D penny with rare errors and in near-perfect condition, don't take it lightly, it could be your golden ticket. Now that you know what to look for, it's time to check your coin collection or start searching through your spare change. Who knows, you might have a rare 1964 D Lincoln penny worth millions just waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the world of rare coins. Drop a comment below if you think you found a rare penny, and we'll see you in the next video. We're diving into an incredible coin, the 1968 D Lincoln penny, which could be worth up to millions of dollars. Stay tuned as we uncover what makes this penny so special, how to identify it, and how you could own one of these rare coins. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln penny, featuring the image of President Abraham Lincoln, was introduced in 1909 to celebrate his 100th birthday. The 1968 penny continued this legacy, and coins minted at the Denver Mint have a D mint mark just below the year. In 1968, over 2.8 billion Lincoln pennies were minted at Denver alone. But out of all these billions of coins, what makes the 1968 D penny worth thousands or even millions of dollars? It comes down to rare errors and high-grade specimens. Now, most 1968 D pennies are only worth their face value. However, a few rare factors can turn this humble penny into a jackpot. One of the key reasons a 1968 D penny could be worth a fortune is due to minting errors. These errors might include double die obverse, DDO, where the design or text is stamped twice, creating a noticeable double image, especially in the word Liberty or the date 1968. Other errors could include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or missing mint marks. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for pennies in MS-67 or higher condition, which means a penny that has never been circulated and shows almost no wear and tear. Pennies graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC in this condition can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes much more if they are a rare error coin. While most pennies from this era were made with a copper composition, some rare transitional coins may feature other metal compositions. If you have a 1968 D penny that's a transitional error coin, you could be holding on to something extremely valuable. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1968 D pennies? Here are some tips. Look for minimal wear. If your penny still looks shiny, has strong details, and doesn't have scratches or dents, it could be in a high-grade condition. Use a magnifying glass to look closely at the words and numbers. Do you notice any doubling? Check Liberty or the date. Also, check for anything unusual like misalignments or off-center strikes. If you have access to a precision scale, weigh your penny. A standard 1968 D penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. Any deviation could indicate an error in the coin's composition. For rare and error coins, it's always a good idea to send them for professional grading by services like PCGS or NGC. This way, you'll know exactly what you're dealing with. Now, let's talk about the money. How much could one of these rare 1968 D pennies be worth? In high mint state condition, these coins can sell for several hundred to a few $1,000s. But the real jackpot comes with mint error coins or top-tier graded coins. A 1968 D penny with a double die error in MS 67 plus condition could fetch over $50,000 at auction. There have even been instances where extremely rare specimens with unique errors have sold for millions of dollars. So, how can you find one of these rare pennies? Here are some tips: buy rolls of pennies from the bank and carefully search through them. You might just stumble upon a rare 1968 D penny. If you or someone you know has an old coin collection, now might be the time to dust it off and take a closer look at those pennies. Sometimes these rare coins appear at auctions or coin shows, and you might be able to score a deal before others realize what they're worth. And there you have it. The 1968 D Lincoln penny could turn out to be one of the most valuable coins in your collection, so keep an eye out. If you learned something new or enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that bell icon for more videos on rare and valuable coins. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, where one small penny from 1974 might just be worth millions of dollars. Welcome back to your channel name, where we uncover hidden treasures in everyday coins. If you're a fan of rare coins and high-value currency, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. The 1974 D Lincoln penny may look like any other coin, but it holds a story that could make you rich. Produced at the Denver Mint, this penny is part of a series that had a significant mint run. However, certain rare versions of the 1974 D penny have caught the eye of collectors worldwide. But what makes this penny potentially worth millions? It all comes down to some special characteristics and a bit of mystery surrounding certain versions of this coin. Not every 1974 D penny is valuable, but some are highly sought after due to rare errors or special minting processes. The most notable version is the elusive aluminum penny, a coin that was experimentally struck but never officially released to the public. In 1974, the U.S. Mint experimented with using aluminum instead of copper due to rising costs of metal. While most of these experimental coins were melted down, a few managed to escape into circulation. That's where the excitement comes in. So, how can you tell if your 1974 D penny is one of the rare million-dollar versions? Here are a few things to look out for. Look for the D below the date, which stands for the Denver Mint. A standard copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while the rare aluminum penny weighs just 0.93 grams. The aluminum version has a lighter, silverish color compared to the usual copper hue. Coins in pristine condition or uncirculated are always more valuable, especially if they have unique characteristics. If you happen to find one of these rare aluminum pennies, it could be worth a small fortune. Some estimates place it in the millions. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare versions of the 1974 D penny. In fact, one of these coins made headlines in 2014 when it was set to be auctioned for over $2 million. The value of these coins depends on their rarity, condition, and historical significance. While the aluminum penny is extremely rare, even copper versions with mint errors can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars in the right market. Want to see if you have a rare 1974 D penny? It's easy. Grab a magnifying glass, a digital scale, and start checking those old jars of coins. Who knows, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, finding one of these rare pennies is like striking gold. So, don't overlook those small coins, they might just make you a millionaire. We're diving deep into this fascinating coin, what makes it so valuable, and why collectors are going crazy for it. So, stick around because you might have a hidden treasure in your collection. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1979 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which is where the D mint mark comes from. During that year, millions of pennies were minted, making it a common coin in circulation. But here's where things get interesting, not all pennies are created equal. In rare cases, certain errors or special qualities make these ordinary coins worth extraordinary amounts of money. So, what exactly makes a 1979 D penny worth millions? The answer lies in errors and unique characteristics. Coins with minting errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, or other rare anomalies, are highly sought after by collectors. And when these errors occur on pennies from certain years, like 1979, they can skyrocket in value. For example, a double die error on the 1979 D penny can show doubling on key features like Lincoln's face, the date, or the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." These imperfections make the coin stand out and are highly valuable to collectors. If you have one in top condition, also known as mint state, it could fetch a life-changing amount of money. Now, you're probably asking, how can I tell if my 1979 D penny is worth millions? Well, there are a few things to look out for. Check for any unusual features, like doubling in the lettering or design elements. A magnifying glass can help you spot these small details. The coin's condition plays a huge role in its value. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition are much more valuable than worn or damaged pennies. If you think you found a rare error, it's essential to get your penny certified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll give it an official grade, which can significantly increase its value. So, just how much can a 1979 D penny with errors be worth? Well, in recent years, similar error pennies from other years have sold for thousands, and in some cases, even millions of dollars, at auction. While not every 1979 D penny will be a jackpot, those with the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand can command a hefty price. Alright, now that you know what to look for, it's time to check your pocket change, your piggy banks, or even that old jar of pennies you have lying around. You could be holding a valuable piece of history worth millions. If you find something special, be sure to get it graded and let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest coin news and discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. We're talking about a penny that might just make you a millionaire, the 1982 D. Lincoln penny. Could this small coin in your pocket be worth millions? Stay tuned to find out. First, let's talk about why the 1982 D. Lincoln penny is such a fascinating coin. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a significant change, switching from 95% copper pennies to pennies made of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. Why? The price of copper was rising, making it too expensive to continue minting solid copper pennies. But here's the kicker. Both copper and zinc pennies were produced that year, creating a mix of coins with different compositions. Now, you're probably wondering, how does a regular penny become worth millions of dollars? Well, here's the mystery. Most 1982 D pennies were struck on the newer zinc planchets. However, a few rare error coins were accidentally minted on the older copper planchets. This is where the big money comes in. Only a handful of these copper 1982 D pennies have been discovered. And because of their rarity, these error coins have sold for astounding amounts at auctions. One even went for over $1 million. So, how do you know if your 1982 D. Lincoln penny is one of these valuable copper coins? There are a couple of simple ways to check. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh only 2.5 grams. If you have a small digital scale, this is the easiest way to tell the difference. If your penny weighs 3.11 grams, it could be worth a fortune. Some collectors also say that copper pennies have a slightly different ring compared to zinc pennies when dropped on a hard surface. Of course, as with any valuable coin, the condition of the penny is crucial. A coin in mint state, meaning it has no wear and tear, will fetch a much higher price than one that's been in circulation for years. Look for sharp details, especially around Lincoln's face and the lettering. Found a penny that weighs 3.11 grams? Congratulations! The next step is to get it verified by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These experts will authenticate the coin and give it a grade, which can significantly impact its value at auction. Once you have that official certification, you can either hold on to it as an investment or sell it at auction. Many online auction houses, like heritage auctions, specialize in rare coins like this. So, do you have a 1982 D penny in your collection? It could be the jackpot you've been waiting for. Make sure to check your pennies carefully, and who knows, you might just strike gold, or in this case, copper. We're diving into the world of rare coins, and specifically, a little piece of copper that might be sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now, the 1991 D Lincoln penny. But what if I told you that one of these pennies could be worth millions? Yep, you heard that right. Let's find out why. The 1991 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, one of the two major minting facilities in the United States. With over 4.5 billion pennies struck that year, this coin might seem pretty common. However, there's more to this story than meets the eye. So, why would this penny be worth $1 million? Well, it's all about the errors. Some pennies from 1991 were struck with significant minting errors, which are highly sought after by collectors. These errors could include off-center strikes, double dies, and more. Coins with these errors are rare, and the condition, or grade, of the coin is another key factor. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. Now, let's talk about one of the most shocking sales. A 1991 D Lincoln penny, with a rare error and graded at an exceptional MS 68 or higher, was sold at auction for nearly $1 million. This coin was not only a mint error, but it was in near-perfect condition, making it extremely valuable to collectors. Want to know if your 1991 D penny is worth a fortune? First, you'll want to closely inspect it for any minting errors, like a double die, off-center strike, or any other irregularities. Then, check its condition. Coins with minimal wear are the most valuable. Next, you'll want to consider sending your coin to a professional grading service. If it's graded highly, typically MS 65 or above, your coin might be worth significantly more than face value. Who knew a simple penny could be worth so much? While not every 1991 D Lincoln penny is going to be $1 million find, it's definitely worth checking your collection. You never know what treasure could be hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful or interesting, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and rare coin discoveries. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a future upload. We're talking about a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now, a 1996 D Lincoln penny that could be worth millions. Yes, you heard that right. A penny that could make you a millionaire. So, stick around to find out what makes this coin so special and how to check if you have one. Now, before we get into the specifics, let's take a closer look at this penny. The 1996 Lincoln penny, also known as the D penny because of the Denver mint mark, may look just like any other penny to most people. But what if I told you that a tiny detail could change everything? That's right. A 1996 D Lincoln penny in pristine condition with certain errors or unique features can fetch you a fortune. And when I say pristine, I mean a coin that's graded as MS-67 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC. So, let's talk about what exactly you should be looking for. First up, mint state quality is the big deal. An MS-67 or higher grade means the coin is basically flawless to the naked eye. No wear and tear, no scratches. That's where the real value comes in. In fact, one of these pennies sold for around $7,000 at auction. But some rarer varieties can go even higher, into the millions. But it's not just the condition that makes these pennies valuable. There are erorr varieties and rare features you should look out for. Let's start with one of the most famous, the double die error. If your penny has a noticeable doubling on the date or the lettering, you're in luck. This is one of the most sought-after errors by collectors. Other errors to watch for include off-center strikes, where the image isn't properly aligned, or die cracks, which are small breaks in the design caused by faulty minting equipment. These flaws make the coin unique and increase its value significantly. Okay, I know what you're thinking. How do I know if my 1996 D. Lincoln penny is worth a fortune? Well, first, grab a magnifying glass and check for those errors we just mentioned. Then, consider getting the coin professionally graded. A high-grade penny with errors could be your ticket to the auction house, and trust me, collectors are willing to pay big bucks for the right coin. Quick tip, always check your spare change. You never know when a rare coin will slip through circulation. And, if you're serious about coin collecting, it's a good idea to invest in a quality magnifying glass and a coin grading book to help you spot the tiny details that matter. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, it's always worth checking those pennies. Who knows, your 1996 D. Lincoln penny could be sitting in a drawer right now, waiting to make you rich. Imagine the feeling of finding $1 million penny among your spare change. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. We're talking about the 1997 D. Lincoln penny. Could this tiny coin be worth millions? You might be surprised. Stick around as we reveal what makes this penny so special and how you can tell if you've got one worth a fortune. First, let's start with the basics. The 1997 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, Colorado. Over 4.5 billion pennies were produced that year, which means this coin is very common. So, you may wonder, how can a coin with so many in circulation be worth millions? Well, that's where things get interesting. What makes this coin stand out are certain rare errors and varieties that can make it extremely valuable. Let's get into the details that could make your penny worth way more than just 1 cent. The main reason why some 1997 D. Lincoln pennies could be worth thousands or even millions is because of errors and die varieties. These errors can make your penny unique and highly sought after by collectors. Let's look at some of the key features you should be on the lookout for. One of the most valuable errors is the double die variety. This occurs when the design on the penny is accidentally stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. Check out areas like Liberty and the date 1997 to see if you can spot any doubling. Another thing to watch for is an off-center strike. These coins are struck improperly, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. Depending on how dramatic the error is, collectors may pay huge sums for such a piece. Even without errors, a 1997 D penny in mint state condition could be worth a lot. Coins graded MS-67 or higher, meaning they're nearly perfect with no visible wear, can fetch significant prices. The better the condition, the higher the value. So, how much could your 1997 D Lincoln penny be worth? While regular pennies are worth just a cent, those with rare errors or in perfect condition can be worth much, much more. Some high-grade 1997 D. Lincoln pennies have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And if your coin has one of those rare errors we mentioned, the value could soar into the millions. Yes, you heard that right, millions. In fact, rare error coins have been known to sell for mind-blowing amounts at auctions. Now that you know what to look for, it's time to check your coins. Here are a few quick steps to help you figure out if you have a valuable 1997 D. Lincoln penny. First, check the condition of your penny. Look for any wear or damage. Coins in pristine condition are more valuable, so a high-grade coin will fetch a higher price. Next, examine the coin for any of the errors we mentioned earlier, like double die varieties, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. If you think your penny is rare or in exceptional condition, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Graded coins tend to sell for much higher prices, especially if they are confirmed as error coins or in mint condition. So, do you have a 1997 D penny sitting in your collection that could be worth a fortune? If you do, getting it graded and authenticated is your next step. Once you know its true value, you can list it for sale at auctions, coin shows, or online marketplaces like eBay, where collectors are always looking for rare finds. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just stumbled across a lucky penny, always check your coins closely, you never know when you might hit the jackpot. We're diving deep into a little penny that's worth big bucks, the 2007 D. Lincoln penny. Money with wings. Can you believe that this tiny coin, which you might have used to buy gum, could actually be worth millions of dollars? The 2007 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and like millions of other pennies, it features the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. But not all 2007 D pennies are created equal. There are some ultra-rare versions of this coin that collectors are willing to spend a fortune on. So what makes this penny worth so much? It's all about the errors, folks. There are certain 2007 D pennies that contain minting mistakes, also called error coins. These errors can range from double dies, off-center strikes, or even improperly stamped mint marks. Each of these rare mistakes adds insane value to the coin. One of the most valuable error types is the double die error, where parts of the coin appear to be stamped twice. These are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them, sometimes into the millions. Now, if you're holding on to a 2007 D penny, here's what you should be looking for. Look for the small d below the date, meaning it was minted in Denver. Check both the date and lettering for any doubling. If the design appears shifted or incomplete, that's a good sign. Watch for planchet errors, where the coin's surface might look strange or discolored. Now let's talk money. How much are these error coins actually worth? One 2007 D. Lincoln penny with a significant double die error sold for over $1.7 million at auction. Face screaming in fear. Imagine finding a penny worth more than a house. Prices can vary, but even minor errors could fetch thousands, depending on the condition and rarity. If you think you found a rare 2007 D penny, here's what to do next. Use a magnifying tool to carefully inspect for errors. Consider getting the coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A graded coin can drastically increase its value. Keep your valuable coins in a protective case to maintain their condition. Condition matters, so make sure your penny stays in pristine shape. So, who knew that a 2007 D. Lincoln penny could be worth a fortune? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about what's in your pocket change, always keep an eye out for those rare coins. You might be holding a jackpot in your hands. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who might have $1 million penny hiding at home. And don't forget to subscribe to your channel name for more awesome coin tips and stories. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next treasure hunt. We're diving into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 2008 D. Lincoln penny. You might be surprised to learn that this coin could be worth $1 million. Let's uncover why this penny is so special. First, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 2008 D. Lincoln penny features the classic design by Victor David Brenner, with Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But not all 2008 D pennies are created equal. There's a specific variant of this penny that collectors are after, the 2008 D penny with a double die error. This error occurs during the minting process when the coin is struck twice, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering and design. This makes the coin rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk numbers. While a standard 2008 D Lincoln penny is worth just 1 cent, those with the double die error can fetch prices ranging from hundreds to even thousands of dollars. In some rare cases, these coins have sold for over $1 million. This incredible value stems from their rarity and the demand among collectors. So, how can you tell if your 2008 D penny is one of these valuable gems? Here are a few tips. Examine the word Liberty and the date. If you see any doubling, you might have a rare coin. The better the condition, the more it's worth. Coins graded MS 65 and higher fetch higher prices. If you think you have a valuable penny, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare pennies, you might be wondering where to sell it. Popular options include online auction sites like eBay, specialized coin dealers, or numismatic shows where you can connect with serious collectors. To recap, the 2008 D Lincoln penny can be worth $1 million if it features the rare double die error. Always check your coins and keep an eye out for those hidden treasures. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin content. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 2016 No. P. Lincoln penny, an unassuming little coin that could be hiding in your pocket right now, worth a whopping $1 million. Stay tuned to find out why this penny is such a big deal. The 2016 No. P. Lincoln penny was issued as part of the 2016 Presidential Dollar Coin Program. However, unlike other coins from this series, it doesn't feature the P mint mark, which indicates it was produced in Philadelphia. You see, for most of 2016, the Philadelphia Mint produced pennies without the P mark. So, what's the big deal? Only a limited number of these coins were struck, making them incredibly rare. Coins are all about rarity and demand. The 2016 No. P. Lincoln penny has become a collector's dream. Estimates suggest that fewer than 20 of these pennies exist in perfect condition, making them extremely sought after. As more collectors are getting into the hobby, the demand for these coins has skyrocketed, pushing prices up into the millions. Now, how can you identify this rare penny? First, look for the year, 2016, and check for the absence of the P mint mark on the reverse side. If you find one, congratulations. You might just have a treasure in your hands. In recent auctions, some of these pennies have sold for over $1 million. Just last year, one of the highest graded 2016 No. P. Lincoln pennies fetched a staggering $1.7 million at auction. Imagine turning a simple penny into life-changing money. So, what should you do if you stumble upon one of these rare coins? First, handle it carefully, never clean or polish it, as this can decrease its value. Then, consider getting it appraised by a professional or sending it in for grading by a trusted organization like the NGC or PCGS. Proper grading can significantly increase its value. And there you have it. The 2016 No. P. Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of currency, it's a treasure that could be worth millions. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips and hidden treasures. And remember, always check your change, you never know what you might find. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about what might be hiding in your pocket, you won't want to miss this. We're talking about the 2020 D Lincoln penny that could be worth a staggering $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. The 2020 D Lincoln penny is part of the popular Lincoln penny series, which has been in circulation since 1909. The D signifies that it was minted in Denver, Colorado. These pennies are made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, but what sets this particular coin apart from the rest? Let's find out. First off, rarity plays a huge role in a coin's value. The 2020 D penny was produced in large quantities, but there's a unique variety that has collectors buzzing. Due to a mistake during the minting process, a small number of these coins feature an extraordinary detail that can drastically increase their value. This particular detail is known as the 2020 double die obverse. It's a minting error where the design has been struck twice, causing a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering. If you find one of these, you could be holding a coin worth up to $1 million. Now, how can you tell if your 2020 D Lincoln penny is one of these rare gems? Here's what to look for. Check the year, 2020, closely. If you see a doubling effect, that's your first clue. The word should also show signs of doubling. Make sure it's a D mint mark, as we're focusing on the Denver Mint variation. Remember, not all 2020 D pennies are worth this much. It's crucial to find that specific doubling. If you think you found one, don't rush to sell it just yet. Here's what you should do: have a professional coin grading service evaluate your penny. This can significantly increase its market value. Connect with fellow collectors online to get insights and advice on selling your coin. Store your coin properly to avoid damage. Consider using a coin holder or capsule. Coin collecting can be an exhilarating hobby, especially when you find something valuable like the 2020 D Lincoln penny. Remember, the thrill of the hunt is part of the fun. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting content about coins and their hidden values.